Larry Satchwell here with a Memorial Day walk through the garden. These are the latest rescues from Lowe's, 50 cents each. Got some coreopsis, easy for you to say, and I don't remember what the other name is, but there's some more of that in the garden. The yarrow's looking really good right now. These lollipop, whatever they are, they have never been this tall before. Got a lot of zinnias coming back. Those were the big ones from last year in this area. I need to get some mulch here. This is, I forget the name of it. It's gonna be a white flower. More rescues from Lowe's last year. Echinacea. Shasta Daisy's looking great. The coreopsis back there is another rescue from Lowe's. I've never seen Lowe's busier than it is now. This is a balloon flower, another rescue from Lowe's. All these plants cost between 25 cents and $1. If it's more than $1, it's got to be really nice for me to buy it. What is that? That's coming up. That's got big blue flowers, nice big stream that'll be blooming right after that yarrow. This is the latest hugelkultur bed. It's starting to sink in. I added a little bit more to it. It looks like I've got some grass coming up here. I'm not sure what that is. And I'm not sure because I poured 2 packages of Burpees mixed flower seeds in here. And some of those are already coming up, like right there. So I'm just gonna let this go, and whatever grows in here this summer. My potato box here is starting to bloom. That means there's some potatoes down there for fresh eating soon. Really good crop of potatoes this year. The early girl strawberries. We've had quite a few strawberries off of here. This is the old hugelkultur bed. It's now 3 years old. Got some crabgrass in here I need to get out, but I'm kind of waiting for the strawberries to do their thing, and then we'll pull the netting off. It doesn't look like there's going to be in fact, it looks like there's only a few strawberries on here now. So we can do that soon. And start placing these runners, instead of having the runners go outside, start placing them in the bare areas. Seascape strawberries looking great. A lot of strawberries off of there. This is the potato plant from I don't know where. It just somehow is in this bed. It's overtaking a lot of the strawberries. I'm going to try to get every bit of those out. This is the area that I took out this big Jasmine vine. And it really looks a lot better now. Trying to get some raspberry plants to grow in here. I transplanted these, and it's a terrible time to transplant them. But raspberries are pretty resilient, and I think they're going to come back. Got some sunflowers growing back here on the edge. Here's the Carolina jasmine coming up already. I'm just not going to let it get out of control this time. These are small leaf cucumbers coming on here. I planted one more. Red fire lettuce. That's the latest that I've planted. These are the tomato plants. They've all caught up with each other after the season cheaters were on these first 2. Onions are looking great. I'm trying to keep the weeds out of here, but it's really hard. We're still eating off of this first batch of PVC lettuce. The radishes are all gone. A lot of these radishes are going to go to seed. I'm going to let them go to seed. If you add the seed pods to your salad, it tastes just like radishes. The spinach has bolted, expected. It got in late. And this is the second planting of lettuce. Still looking good. The pump I recently fixed. The sun-loving flowers here underneath the pomegranate. We have given away and eaten quite a bit of squash. And I'm going to let this tomato plant volunteer come on in. This squash plant got some bugs in it. A giant zucchini. I'll probably share this between the chickens and the worms in the new worm composting bin. Some more zucchini. We've already frozen quite a bit of it. Had quite a few. We've had quite a few squash casseroles. This is a Batistia false indigo. I had one of these in the garden for a long time. I was up in Lawrenceville at Randy's nurseries and splurged on this. $8. I rarely spend that much on a plant. The yucca is getting ready to bloom. We've had several blooms on this lily. Another volunteer tomato plant coming up in here that was supposed to be potatoes, but they didn't make it. Corn's looking good. This is bicolor from Burpee. Tomatoes, not so much. Don't know what's going on with these tomatoes. Last year I thought it was drift from the herbicide, but I have not sprayed anything in the garden at all yet this year. So some of the tomato plants are looking great, and some of them have those curly leaves again. I just don't know what's going on there. And finally, the peppers. Peppers are looking good. They've got a little damage going to the top of them too. I've got all these volunteer tomatoes. If you live in the South, tomatoes can become a weed. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those yet. One last little thing over here by the blueberries. We'll have a lot of blueberries this year. The problem is the birds. They love them just as much as we do. So we usually get about 1 or 2 pickings off of them, and then you'll come out the next day and they're completely gone. So I'll probably put some netting over here. Since that strawberry bed is already panned out, I'll probably put some of that netting over here. Problem with that is the birds get caught underneath it. What to do, what to do. I'm going to leave you here with a split leaf maple, weeping maple here. It's not going to look any prettier than it is right now for the rest of the year. It'll lose some of this color in the hot heat of the summer. Well, that's where I'm going to leave you today. I want to thank all those who are serving now and who have served in our military armed forces. Appreciate your service. Thanks for watching, and please come back.